Let's talk about intermittent fasting. You've probably heard the buzz, right? But maybe it sounds, I don't know, a little intense, kind of like it's only for people with some kind of superhuman willpower. Well, if that's what you're thinking, you are in the right place. We're going to break down just how simple and how natural this can actually be.
So let's be honest, for a lot of people, the first image that comes to mind is just struggle, right? This idea of constant suffering and deprivation, something only a true willpower warrior could handle. It's a really common feeling, and maybe you've had that exact thought yourself.
But here's the thing. That's not what this is about, at all. Far from being some weird, unnatural thing, fasting is something our bodies are literally designed to do. Think about it. For most of human history, we didn't have a fridge we could raid 24/7. So this isn't some new stressor we're adding. It's about tapping into a powerful, ancient rhythm your body is already built to follow.
So, let's get down to brass tacks. What is intermittent fasting really? Well, the whole concept is actually incredibly simple. It's all about shifting your focus from obsessing over what you eat to being a little more mindful about when you eat. Let's dig into this idea. All intermittent fasting really is time-restricted eating. And you want to know a secret? You already do it. Every single night. Most of us don't eat for about 8 hours while we sleep. That's a fast. All we're talking about here is just purposefully and gently making that non-eating window a little bit longer. It's not about starving yourself. It's about giving your body a longer, much-needed break from the constant job of digestion. I love this slide because it shows the core issue so clearly. Okay, think of your body's stored energy, your fat, as a pantry. In a natural cycle, you'd eat, you'd store a little food in the pantry, and then you'd have a period of fasting where you actually use the food from the pantry. But in our modern cycle, we eat, we store energy, and then before we ever open the pantry door, we eat again and we just stuff more in there. We never get around to using what we've stored. Intermittent fasting is basically just the key to that pantry door. Okay, so the concept makes sense, but the idea of actually starting still feels a little intimidating, right? How do you go from eating whenever you want to having a set fasting window? Well, the good news is it does not have to be hard, and it absolutely does not require suffering. Let's look at a super simple, effortless way to begin. This is what I call the tack-on method, and it is brilliant because it's so easy. You already fast for about 8 hours while you sleep, so just tack on 1 extra hour. Maybe you stop eating an hour earlier tonight. Boom, that's a 9-hour fast. A few days later, maybe you wait an hour after you wake up to have breakfast. Now you're at 10 hours. See? By slowly adding these little bits of time, you can ease your way into a 16 or 18-hour fast without any of the struggle. And this right here, this is a huge mindset shift. It's so important. If you have a bad day and you eat during your fasting window, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Fasting should never, ever feel like a punishment for what you ate yesterday. You have to start seeing it as a powerful gift you are giving your body. It's a tool to improve your health, not a penalty. So what actually happens when you give your body this gift? Well, some truly amazing things, and they start happening a lot faster than you might think. This isn't about waiting months and months to see a change. Your body starts responding and repairing itself within hours. Check out this timeline. It is incredible. At just 12 hours, your human growth hormone, which is your body's main fat-burning and anti-aging hormone, it spikes. Then, at 18 hours, this amazing deep cleaning process called autophagy kicks in. And by the 24-hour mark, inflammation levels are dropping significantly and your gut is finally getting a chance to heal itself. It all happens that fast.
Now for the big one, the elephant in the room for most beginners, hunger. The fear is that the hunger is just going to build and become unbearable. But you know what? That's not how it works. Hunger comes in waves. It'll show up, and if you just ride it out, it'll go away. To help those waves pass, keep fluids handy. Sipping on water or black coffee or tea gives your hands and mouth something to do. And here's a pro tip. A tiny pinch of real salt on your tongue can make those hunger pangs just vanish. It works like magic.
All right, so just like with any new skill, there are a few common little pitfalls that can trip you up when you're starting out. But the great thing is, by knowing what they are ahead of time, you can just easily sidestep them and keep your progress right on track.
This is probably the #1 question people have. And the key thing to understand here is one word: insulin. The whole goal of the fast is to keep your insulin levels low. So even a few grams of sugar from a gummy vitamin, a splash of skim milk, or that just one bite of a cookie, that's going to spike your blood sugar and tell your body to release insulin, which basically shuts down fat burning and breaks the fast.
On the other hand, a small amount of pure fat, like a tablespoon of butter or cream in your coffee, has almost no effect on insulin. In fact, it can actually make fasting easier. So the takeaway is, avoid sugar, not necessarily all calories.
So, we've covered how to start and what to watch out for. But now, let's get to the really exciting part, the profound, long-term benefits that make fasting one of the most powerful things you can do for your health and longevity. And trust me, this goes way beyond just losing a few pounds. Remember we mentioned autophagy? This quote just nails it. Our cells are constantly building up junk, old, damaged parts, misfolded proteins. When we're eating all the time, the body never really has a chance to do a deep clean. Fasting triggers autophagy, which is like your body's own internal recycling crew, showing up to take out the cellular garbage and build new, healthy parts. It is literally your built-in anti-aging program. Okay, now just look at this number for a second. Plus 400%. What on earth could possibly increase by that much, just from fasting? It's not your energy, it's not your willpower, it's something really cool happening deep inside your brain.
This is referring to something called BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor. You can just think of it as fertilizer for your brain. Fasting has been shown to dramatically increase BDNF, which helps your brain grow new neurons, improves your ability to learn, and boosts your memory. It's why so many people who fast report this incredible feeling of mental clarity and focus. It's a huge reason why. You're not just healing your body, you're literally upgrading your brain.
So, when you strip everything else away, that's what this is all about. Your body is a miraculous self-healing machine. It's already equipped with these incredible tools like autophagy, growth hormone, and BDNF. But in our modern world, we rarely give it the chance to actually use them. Fasting isn't about adding something complicated to your life. It's about taking something away, constant food, to finally allow your body's own powerful, innate healing intelligence to get to work. So the only real question left is, are you ready to let it?